I guess the question is for everybody, but how do I have these conversations as someone of another culture?
That's good.
And I'm sitting here praying, and I hope, because we still going to get out on our time, and so you are brilliant, so you're going to figure out how you're going to piece us into your talk. So go ahead and say what your talk, because that is the piece. You and I want to cry because I got, I know people know about prophecy and propheticness and all this stuff, but somebody just a couple of years ago had said, I don't really know you, but I know you, and everything they said to me in 2015 has literally come to pass. It's been two things, and just when you said that, I just came back from India not too long ago, and what transpired there was excellent and like off the chain, and I personally didn't want to leave, but that is the key. I needed for you to say that for this other piece. I know I'm the bridger. I'm the bridge. Because I used to be that black girl as a young person who, what Dr. Saheli said, I had great self-hatred. I was a black girl because I was the only one at the white school that said, but I'm a different black person from them. And I alienated myself from black people, but it's because I grossly hated myself. And it brought me to a great severe depression. But I had to go through that to understand with the working mind of mental, but also the mind of intellectual and also racial, like everything I had to learn. And then I realized how I have these conversations with my Indian friends and people that are from different cultures. And that question is the entry point. How do we have the conversation? I'm not going to answer it. I'm like, you have, but we must have in life, in color, in a way that doesn't demonize anybody. We just got to heal. But we can't pacify the healing.
That's right.
We can't people have died, so we can't pacify it and ignore that somebody's blood is still crying from the ground. So how do we have that, Dr. Saheli?
So one of the things great question. One of the things to understand is that this work is not about the race of the person doing it. It's about the person coming from a context of anti-racism. And so anti-racism is a stance and a disposition of liberation for everyone.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, the three of us sitting up here, we're not even necessarily the best people to engage in anti-racist work, because when we stand up and talk about race, there's always a group, I call them professional saboteurs, that would stand up and say, oh, well, the only reason why Dr. Long is passionate about that is because she's black. No, she's passionate about injustice. She's passionate about oppression and dehumanization and all of that, whatever form it comes in. It just so happens that in this nation, we can't escape the black demonization and things of that nature. But what we're pushing for is for everyone to get themselves racially socialized so that we can all be anti-racist leaders. So this work should not be on the backs of black folk. Every person in this room has the ability to become an anti-racist leader, and any anti-racist leaders out there, no one ever graduates to some level of utopia, and now I'm this expert. We are always growing in this work and always learning. Someone had said something earlier today that made me think about one of my favorite theologians, Dr. Kenneth E. Bailey, the late Kenneth E. Bailey, who said, we need to keep all of our conclusions or hold all of our conclusions as tentatively final. Meaning there's always room for transformation. There's always room for new learning. But really this work is about becoming and striving to become an anti-racist leader. And so there's a certain level of cachet that you would bring to the table if you are addressing what's happening in one of Ms. Hawkins' programs or schools. And here you are as a man of color, not African American, standing up addressing an issue around black boys. No one would be able to placate you on that. They won't be able to say, oh, the only reason why he's speaking, same thing with a white woman or a white man or an Asian man, if they are standing up having these issues and discussing these issues of justice, no one can placate them. I say to people all the time, if I was in a school and the racial disproportionality pointed in the direction of white boys, guess who I would be working with? White boys, right? Because anytime you have a group that is racially overrepresented in something and it's on the negative continuum, if you are about justice, if you are about anti-racism, then you're going to move in that direction. You will just be compelled to go in that direction.
Miss Crystal, initially your talk is about